Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are rediving deep into a topic that is absolutely crucial for achieving anything meaningful in life: the battle between discipline and motivation. We hear a lot about finding your motivation, getting inspired, and waiting for that lightning bolt of energy to strike. But what if I told you that relying on motivation is one of the biggest mistakes you can make on your journey to greatness? What if the real key, the secret ingredient, is something far less glamorous but infinitely more powerful? That's right, we're talking about discipline. So, what's the big deal? Why is discipline so much more important than motivation? Let's start by defining our terms. Motivation is that feeling, that sudden burst of excitement you get when you think about a new goal. It's watching an inspiring movie and deciding you're going to run a marathon. It's the New Year's resolution energy that has you signing up for a gym membership on January 1st. It feels amazing, right? It's like a shot of adrenaline. The problem is, motivation is an emotion, and like all emotions, it's fleeting. It comes and it goes. It's unreliable. You can T-schedule motivation to show up at 6 a.m. when your alarm goes off for a run, especially when it's cold and dark outside. Discipline, on the other hand, is completely different. Discipline isn't a feeling. It's a system. It's the choice you make to do what you need to do, regardless of how you feel. It is putting on your running shoes and heading out the door, even when every fiber of your being is screaming at you to stay in your warm, comfortable bed. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments, while motivation is a fair-weather friend who only shows up when things are exciting and new. Discipline is the loyal partner who holds your hand and walks with you through the mud, the rain, and the monotonous, boring parts of the journey. And trust me, every journey to greatness has those parts. Think about any successful person you admire, whether they're an athlete, an entrepreneur, an artist, or a scientist. Do you think they wake up every single day bursting with motivation? Absolutely not. Michael Jordan wasn't always motivated to practice thousands of free throws. Stephen King doesn't always feel inspired to write. Elon Musk doesn't always feel excited to tackle complex engineering problems. What they have is discipline. They've built a habit of showing up and putting in the work, day in and day out, whether they feel like it or not. They understand that greatness isn't forged in the fires of inspiration. It's built brick by boring brick through consistent, disciplined action. Let's look at it from a practical standpoint. Imagine you want to learn a new language. At the beginning, you're super motivated. You download the apps, buy the books, and you're practicing for an hour every day. It's fun and new. But after a few weeks, the novelty wears off. You hit a plateau. The grammar gets confusing, and you're not making progress as quickly as you'd like. Your motivation plummets. This is the critical moment. This is where most people quit. The motivated person says, "I'm just not feeling it anymore. Maybe this isn't for me." But the disciplined person, they say, "It's 7 p.m. It's time for my 30 minutes of language practice." They sit down and do the work, even though it feels like a chore. And who do you think will be fluent in a year? It's not the person who waited for motivation. It's the person who relied on discipline. The beautiful thing about discipline is that it's a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It's not something you're born with. It's something you build. So how do you build it? You start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's a recipe for burnout. Instead, pick one small, manageable habit and commit to it. Maybe it's making your bed every morning. Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a book every day. Maybe it's doing a 5-minute workout. The action itself is less important than the consistency. Each time you follow through on that small commitment, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're telling your brain, "I am someone who does what they say they will do." You are building self-trust and strengthening your discipline muscle. Another powerful technique is to remove friction. Make it easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. If you want to work out in the morning, lay out your gym clothes the night before. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in the house. If you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow. You're essentially designing your environment to support your discipline, not fight against it. You're creating a system that works for you, even when your willpower is low. Motivation needs ideal conditions to thrive. Discipline creates its own conditions. Here's something interesting. Discipline actually creates more motivation. It's a feedback loop. When you rely on motivation to act, you're often stuck waiting. But when you use discipline to act, you start to see progress. You finish a workout, and you feel good about yourself. You complete a difficult task at work, and you feel a sense of accomplishment. That progress, that feeling of competence, is a powerful source of genuine, sustainable motivation. Action precedes motivation, not the other way around. By being disciplined, you are generating your own momentum. You're not waiting for the wave to come. You're creating the wave yourself. Think of it this way. Motivation is the spark that starts the fire, but discipline is the wood that keeps it burning long after the initial spark has faded. A spark is exciting, but it's the slow, consistent burn that provides warmth and light over the long haul. Your big goals, starting a business, getting in the best shape of your life, writing a novel are not campfires you light for a night. They are bonfires that need to burn for months or even years. You can't rely on sparks for that. You need a steady supply of fuel, and that fuel is discipline. So, how do we apply this in our daily lives? starting today? First, forgive yourself for the times you've relied on motivation and fallen short. It's a common trap. Second, pick one thing, just one. What is the one small, disciplined action you can take consistently that will move you closer to your goal? Is it waking up 15 minutes earlier? Is it swapping one soda for a glass of water? Commit to that one thing for the next 30 days. Track your progress. Celebrate your consistency, not just the results. At the end of those 30 days, you won't just have a new habit. You'll have a stronger sense of self-discipline that you can then apply to the next challenge. Embrace the boredom. The path to greatness is paved with repetitive, often unglamorous tasks. Learn to find satisfaction in the process itself. In the simple act of showing up, reframe your thinking. Instead of saying, I have to do this, say, I get to do this. You get to build a stronger body. You get to learn a new skill. You get to build your dream. This small shift in perspective can make the disciplined act feel less like a burden and more like an opportunity. In the end, motivation will always be a welcome guest, a pleasant surprise that makes the work feel easier. But never, ever mistake it for the foundation of your success. The foundation is discipline. It's the engine, not the nitrous boost. It's the bedrock, not the beautiful facade. It's the everyday choice to honor the commitments you've made to yourself, especially on the days you don't feel like it. That is what separates the dreamers from the doers. That is what separates the good from the great. So stop waiting to feel motivated. Start building your discipline, one small action at a time, and watch as you build a life you can be truly proud of. Thanks so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a better life. Let me know in the comments what one disciplined habit you're going to start today. I'd love to hear about it. See you in the next one.